Now, Cisco is a Californian sea lion native to the west coast of the United States. This guy was actually born in Europe 12 years ago. He actually came to us 11 years ago and he was only weighing 50 kilos at a year of age. Now, he weighs 250 kilos. He's going to hit 350. So, what to do? You want to say hello to everybody? Now, did you know you've got something in common with this guy? Have a look at your hand. Now, let's have a look at his front flipper. The bone structure in your hand and his flipper are in fact the same. Now, those flippers may look awkward for getting around on land, but they're surprisingly quite fast and quite nimble. So, let's have a look as he goes for a bit of a walk. You see, as he uses all four of those flippers, making easy work of the cliff. Great job there, Cisco. But obviously, those flippers are very well designed for use in the water as well. Now what he's doing here is called porpoising or bowing, a very quick and energy efficient way to get around our oceans. If you pay close attention, you might even notice that he actually takes a quick breath of air while maintaining that speed. Now this is also used exceptionally well when chasing prey or getting away from predators. Now the ocean is a pretty big place. There are different types of predators out there, seals obviously also being one of them. There is however one other type. This particular predator can actually be quite misunderstood but is also very important to a healthy ocean. Cisco's going to give you a bit of a clue as to what it looks like.
What's that?
Don't give anything away, what do you reckon it is? A shark, a very relaxed shark. Cisco does do a great shark impersonation, but what you're seeing is a natural behaviour that seals use to cool down. Those thick coats are great at keeping the heat in, but they use those hairless flippers to get the heat out. And as they're cruising along the surface of the ocean, very efficient at cooling themselves down. Now those front flippers are also extremely strong. A seal like Cisco can outrun us, especially over short distances. So they have a lot of strength in their upper body. They can even hold up their entire body weight. Remember? Yep. Great work there, Cisco. As always, we're going to use those flippers for one more thing, and that's to wave goodbye. We're making way for two friends of ours. Please welcome outkeeper Michelle here with Bondi. Nala.
Thank you, Jose. Yes, I'm out here with the very beautiful Nala. She's quite different to Cisco. She's still a sea lion, but she's a rare Australian sea lion. So as that name suggests, these guys are native to our shores. They're only found on the southern and southwestern coastlines of our country, and they are an endangered species. So there's only around 10,000 individuals of these guys left out there in the wild. So Nala here plays a really important part in our breeding program for this species. She was born here herself just over 16 years ago, and in that time she's become a mum twice, isn't that right? Yes. Now Nala is out here this afternoon to show us all the life of a seal.
There's a house built out of stone.
life for our seals in the wild isn't always easy, and human impacts are often one of their biggest challenges. But Nala, I think you did a fantastic job, so I've got a big bucket of fish for you. What do you guys think? Did you do a good job? You might have noticed how amazing our seals are at catching fish when we throw it to them, and that's because of their incredible whiskers. Nala, do you want to give everyone a closer look at your whiskers this afternoon? Good job. Now on the count of 3, I need everyone to shout whiskers and watch Nala's nose. 1, 2, 3. Whiskers! Beautiful. That's it. Show them off. Good job. Now on the end of each of those whiskers, Nala has a tiny sensitive nerve fibre. That's what allows seals to find their food in dark or murky water when they can't rely on their eyesight. Nala here has a very healthy diet. On an average day, she packs away up to 5 kilos of fish. That's nearly one of these buckets filled to the top. But what happens when that fish runs out? Unfortunately, we are overfishing our ocean, so it's getting a lot harder for seals out there in the wild to find their next meal. So Nala, do you want to join me at the water's edge this afternoon? Let's have a quick look. Beautiful, come on now. Let's see if you left any fish behind. You ready? Have a look. That was a very quick look. Did you see any fish down there? Any fish? No. But more importantly, is there something we can do to help? Is there? There you go. Yes, there is. Very softly spoken, but your choices matter. The next time you're buying seafood, you can choose MSC. The MSC blue and white fish ticket you can see right here underneath the wharf. Now that's a guarantee that the seafood you're buying comes from a fishery that helps protect fish stocks, jobs, and also, more importantly, the environment. So next time I want seafood, Nala, what are we looking for? That's right. Choose MSC, and you too can be a champion for the wild and ensure a future for Nala's wild cousins. And that makes her a pretty happy seal. Do you want to show everyone how happy that makes you? Yeah, very happy. Beautiful smile, Nala. Well, you have done an amazing job, so we're going to go and find you some more of those fish. But please welcome the next of our friends. This is Keeper Jose again, this time with Pippa.
Thank you very much, Nala and Michelle. Didn't they do a great job? Absolutely. Now, as she said, I'm out here with Pepper, just like Cisco. He is one of our Californian sea lions. Also, was actually born and raised in Europe. But this guy is actually 5 years old. He's the biggest seal that we've got here at Seal Theatre. In fact, at the end of winter, this guy is 310 kilos. So he's actually a little bit bigger, but he's also one of the nicest natures of any of the seals that we've got here at Taronga. Now, part of caring for our seals is about teaching them behaviours. Pepper won't do anything he doesn't want to do. It all comes down to time and trust. Those behaviours can be quite simple, like getting him to open his mouth for a health check. Very nice, there's Pepper. But those behaviours can also be a little more complicated. What he's doing this afternoon is what we call a high bow. That means he uses his nose to touch that ball in the centre of stage. To do it, he needs your help. So your job is to tell him when to jump, and to do that, you've got to raise your arms up and yell, jump, Pepper. Before you do though, he needs a bit of a run-off. So we're going to send him all the way to the top of that cliff. There's an umbrella out already. All right, so the next job is up to you. On the count of 3, jump, Pepper. 1, 2, 3. Well, I thought you guys did a fantastic job. But we also have to ask Pepper. Pepper, was that loud enough for you? He said no. Tell you what though, we're going to try it again. This time I think we need a lot more energy. So we're going to try it again, but with everything you've got. See how we go. 1, 2, 3. A fantastic jump from Pepper. That umbrella should have gone a little bit further that way. Now we really do appreciate you coming down and joining us here at Seals for the Wild. But stay right where you are. Our seals and trainers are coming out for a final farewell. Just remember though, your choices really do matter. The next time you're out there looking for seafood, that's right Pepper, look for MSC, and you too can be a champion for the wild. Thank you very much, and bye for now.